It's true that the government is fairly repressive, and the emergency laws are rather similar to those of Egypt. But the critical thing is that in Algeria, they had already been through a very, very bitter civil war that lasted 10 years and cost 200,000 lives. And I don't think really there's any appetite for potential conflict or bloodshed again. So I don't think it will be the same sort of spontaneous uprising that we saw in Egypt. The army has been in control, really, throughout the civil war, and it was the army that won the civil war against the Islamists. It has a heart of steel, that army, and it is very firmly on the side of the authority. Well, it is known as le pouvoir, they say in French, the power, which effectively means the army, and they are still in control. They weren't taking any chances today. They were out in force. Security and army forces probably outnumbered demonstrators 3-1. And I think the government is also a bit more agile. It's seen what's happening. It's promised to lift the emergency powers, and it also has more money to help poor people, particularly over food price rises. Yemen, they've had a president in power even longer than Mubarak was in office, and I think there is a sense of weariness and people are fed up. But Yemen is very split along tribal lines, not only within the area around the capital, but there's a big split still between North and South Yemen. South Yemen used to be a separate country. It was a British colony known as Aden. And that, of course, has never really joined together with the North. The tribes don't always see eye to eye. There are dozens of different factions. We do have an active Al-Qaeda branch in Yemen. I think it's going to be difficult to get a kind of popular democratic movement, and I think the government can quite easily pick off its opponents. But that's not to say that there isn't a general weariness, and it's quite possible that the crowds in Yemen will actually force political change sometime sooner or later.